YouTube. It is nice to see you today, watching my video, or here, or whatever, because I can't see you, of course, right? Anyway, what are we talking about today? Well, this is a dirt moto vlog, which I have other ones ready to post, but this one might get ahead of those just because it's kind of a topic that I want to really talk about. And this topic is, wow! Oh, Jesus. This topic is bouncy. Do people inherently want and desire what they don't or can't have? Even if, like, realistically, it would be against their best interest to have that thing. I say yes. Why do I say this? Well, I feel like people, for one, inherently want... people who don't have a lot of money inherently want, like, a lot of money. Now, you might think, oh, well, how can that ever be bad? Well, despite what the movies, television, pop culture will tell you, money corrupts people. Holy hell. Oftentimes. So if money corrupts, that means you really don't want money. And how, oh, well, Jake, how can you say this? You don't know shit about anything. You're 19 years old. Well, tell me this. Look at the stock market. Look at lottery winners, all right, who come into large sums of money without the knowledge necessary to spend or to save large sums of money. So you have these people who have no knowledge, and rightfully so. I mean, they never had a lot of money, but they have no knowledge of how to spend, or should I say save, large sums of deer. Look at all the deer. Riding with the deer. Look at them. I had to be careful that one doesn't run toward me and get me. That was really cool, actually. I've never ridden. I could have easily passed those deer if I wanted to. That's what's crazy about that. Wow. That's cool, but it's also scary because what if they popped out when I, was just riding along a trail at a high rate of speed? You don't think about running into deer on a dirt bike, but it can happen. And it can happen pretty easily. But anyway, so people get these, holy crap, that was bumpy. People get these large sums of money with no way of knowing how to properly spend it. So what do? Well, they blow the money, generally, and a lot of times it's not even on frivolous things. A lot of people blow the money, like helping out family members, helping out people in debt, and they don't realize that as much as you want to help people, that tree wasn't down. Anyway, as much as you want to help people, you can't always, like, spend your money on others. You know, you get a lot of money, and sometimes you gotta just keep it. It's kind of a bad, like, it sounds really bad to say, but, you know, if you just give money to everyone, then you wind up with no money, and that's what happens to these people, is they just give all their money away, which is, like, really, noble, but in reality, it's just not, like, it doesn't make sense, you know? It's not a long-term plan. You're better off investing that money, spending some of it, of course, but investing the money. You're better off spending that money and investing it, and making something of it. All right, somebody's dropping trees here. Who's dropping trees here? I don't like that. I gotta get to the bottom of this now, guys. We're going on a little YouTube adventure here. All right, mid-moto vlog. We're gonna figure out where this tree came from. Okay, so we got what looks to be a broken off piece. It's pretty rotted. Now this was always barbed wire. Somebody cut the barbed wire, I feel like, and went through here. because I've never gone back here because there's all barbed wire right along that rock line. The question is, like, look at this tree. That freaking Widowmaker's just leaning up there. There's that stump. And then that tree couldn't have fallen from here. There's no stumps that size around here. So we gotta be... I think it fell off of here. And somebody moved it. Oh, Jesus. We're gonna fall and die here. No, see, that's not possible. Because that's a totally different type of tree. That's why I feel like somebody put it here. I'm gonna move it and see if it shows back up again. Because I saw another tree over in back that was dropped that I felt like it shouldn't have been dropped. But I'm gonna move this tree, and if somebody moves it back, then I know I got a problem, don't I? And I need to talk to someone to figure out who's doing this, but this is probably a pretty heavy tree to just move by hand. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty heavy. We're just gonna bounce over that. Hang on. Jake Moving Trees. It's gonna be my new YouTube channel. Logger Jake. I don't know if anyone's done this mid-moto vlog before. Just started moving trees. Oh, Jesus. Oh, crap. Ow. I just got caught on some dirt. Come on. Okay. This tree is pretty worn out. It's seen better tree days. Come on. Come on, you bastard. It's not easy moving a tree with a helmet on, but you know what? Do it for my viewers. Because you all matter so much to me. I'm gonna move this tree with my helmet on. That's how much I love all of you. One other motor vlogger makes such a sacrifice for his people. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, that took some strength. Alright, what's this? That's beef jerky. That's actually the beef jerky I eat. Why it's lying here, I'll never know. That person's stopping. Weird things are going on. Let me see if there's posted signs out here that have changed. Like I said, I have permission to be here. Well, anyway, that's a bit of a breakup in the old moto vlog routine. Get the old heart, chest bumping, whatever. Okay. Let me catch my breath again. Alright. So, whew. Do people inherently want what they don't have? Like I said, I think so. It seems like millionaires, you know, how would it, if you think, yeah, if you're one of those people who think that money is, so some people will say that money is the answer to everything, and that if they just had more money, they would be happy. I don't believe that's the case, because there are too many rich people who still, you know, are alcoholics, they commit crimes, you know, they're criminals, you know, they rob stuff, whatever. There's just too many rich people that do that stuff for me to believe that money would makes people happy. I really think what it comes down to is people lusting for the things they don't have. And it seems so simple, but people forget to appreciate what they already own, I feel like. And like what they already have. The families they have, the job they might have, whatever. They always say, oh, I should have gotten this job working for XYZ company that would have made me 50 grand more a year. And God, I regret so much not doing this, that, or whatever to get that job. But you know what? The thing is that sometimes, those things happen. It seems like there's no reason, but sometimes those things happen for a reason. And you get that job or don't get that job or whatever for a reason. There's some purpose as to why you didn't get it. And of course, because it may have been a good thing, you may never see that reason why. But you have to realize sometimes that those things are there and you have to appreciate them. Because if you don't appreciate that kind of stuff, then you're going to go your whole life, I feel like, without ever being fully happy with your situation because you always think that it could be better. When in fact, maybe your situation is better than it would have been with more money or whatever, more kids or whatever you wanted. Because of, some reason that you just don't know about. So, I would just encourage people, I guess, and I'm no authority on, what you should and shouldn't appreciate in your life and whatever, but I would just encourage people, when you think something bad has happened to you, really think about it and say to yourself, is this a bad thing? You don't get that job or, you get forced out of your house, because they're going to put up an airport or whatever. Just think to yourself, it might seem like the worst thing in the world, but maybe there's a reason why it happened. Maybe you're wishing for something that you shouldn't have. And maybe you're wishing for something that you think is better, but in the end would be worse. I'm a firm believer that if you're a good person, you can try to do good things and help others and just not be an asshole in your life. I feel like good things will come to your way. And they might not seem like good things at the moment, but sometimes they are. And I feel like a lot of kids these days, and adults, see things as bad that are actually quite good, especially with kids, character builders, what we could call them. Some kid might be like, oh my God, this happened to me and it's unfair and why does it have to be me? But you know what? Maybe it's making you stronger than the next person. Maybe that tenacity that you gained from something bad that happened to you helps you in the future. Who knows? I don't really know. I mean, I could just be talking out of my ass, but the point is that it could. And I think the prospect of that is enough, in my opinion, to justify the risk. I guess I feel like I don't know. I just if something bad happens to you, don't just immediately say, "Oh, I wish this happened." Think about it and say to yourself, "Well, maybe it's for the better." Maybe there's a reason why what you wanted to happen didn't happen. Maybe you weren't right. That happens. People can be wrong about what they think is right. Maybe that's just the case. Maybe what you thought was the right decision is actually the wrong one. So, like I said, I could very well be wrong, but just consider it. And, hey, maybe it'll make your life better. Maybe it won't, if you take my advice. And regardless, ride on, enjoy yourself, and pop a wheelie every now and then. All right, everyone. Goodbye.